In order for January to go into the red zone, the price must drop below $29,000, and unfortunately, this option seems quite possible for the following reasons. The goal of such a correction, as mentioned above, could be $25,000 or even $20,000. They will enter the market after the price surges again and reaches $50,000. Welcome to the Coin Post. Bitcoin correction continues, and the price already dropped 26% from the current high. At some point, the price plummeted below $29,000, but then went back above $30K. The only question is whether it was the end of the fall or whether we could drop even lower. I'm gonna try to give you as much information as I can regarding the Bitcoin price and its moves. In the meantime, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you find it interesting and helpful. And let's start. Bitcoin was dropping for 2 weeks. Is that long or short? Let's look at the monthly chart. January is still in the black, and it's the 4th consecutive green month. In order for January to go into the red zone, the price must drop below $29,000. And unfortunately, this option seems quite possible for the following reasons. After the March crash last year, Bitcoin price was actually skyrocketing. On the weekly chart, we can find only 2 corrections that lasted more than a week, and the price then fell by 10 and 14%, while taking over the levels of 10 and 12,000. Even after Bitcoin finally broke through the previous high of $20,000 on December 16th last year, I started talking about how bulls needed to take a break after such a feat. But as you know, the price was going straight up, and in the blink of an eye, it reached $42,000. So the question is there going to be some kind of payback? Let's take a look at the previous Bitcoin cycle when it hit a previous high of $20,000. A good indicator of the market mood is the 21-week moving average. We find that the price constantly returns to this line, and back then in 2017 there were several intermediate cycles. For 13 weeks from April to July, Bitcoin was rising and then got corrected to this line. Then the story repeated, but it took only 9 weeks to go up and correct between July and September. And then came the final cycle, during which Bitcoin surged without correction in its 21-week MA for 13 weeks. There was only one red candle there. What happened next? You all know well. Within the next 7 weeks, the price came to this line, losing almost 60%. In fact, this could be the official start of a crypto winter. Another long growth for 11 weeks without correction to the 21-week MA happened in 2019. Then we had a prolonged fall of 42%, and then we plummeted even lower. Today we can see that the price has been rising continuously for 13 weeks. And I don't take into account 2 little red candles. Now let's look down. The 21-week support is now just below $19,000. It's a very large gap between the current price and the given line. So what's happening right now may well be the beginning of a deeper correction. Please know that this is not a financial recommendation, and you don't have to go to the exchange from your phone and go short on Bitcoin up to $20,000. No, don't do this. I'm just sharing my thoughts with you, and what you gotta do is listen to my findings, then find more information, do your own analysis, and then make your own decision. The fall is not over yet, and the supporters of wave analysis are saying this too. According to Elliott, we should now be in the 4th correction wave, but it's too early to say that it's over. The goal of such a correction, as mentioned above, could be $25,000 or even $20,000. And according to this wave theory, the fall can't go straight down. It's moving with constant bounces back, and in the middle there should even be an intermediate wave B, during which the price would surge. On a daily chart, we see the price dropped to $30K, then surged to $40K, and from there dropped again below $30K. On the one hand, it's a traditional Elliott correction of 3 waves, A, B, and C. But in fact, the whole structure could be only the first wave, with its price moves upwards and downwards within. In that case, the fall is still gaining momentum, and even if the price surges now, it's not gonna hit a new all-time high. So as you see, it's not exactly the most fun analysis. Next, I'm gonna talk about why I believe in the future growth of Bitcoin and what indicators I'm gonna take into account. Many people expect that once they start giving out US dollars in the country, Bitcoin will surge again. It's a valid opinion on one condition only. Bitcoin must indicate growth at the time. People who don't understand the first cryptocurrency and didn't study its history find it extremely difficult to buy now that the price is falling. And I mean it. If Bitcoin price keeps falling to $20,000 now, no one's gonna mass buy it. They will enter the market after the price surges again and reaches $50,000. So I'm not really relying on liquidity, but I think we should wait for the big players to pour smart money into the market. If they continue to support the market, the cycle will continue too. Altcoins will be the ones to indicate whether it's likely or not. While they're repeating the Bitcoin dynamics, the growth cycle is still at an early stage. In the near future, I expect altcoins to grow faster than the first cryptocurrency, which indicates the declining market share of Bitcoin. However, it's Bitcoin that will guide the price. The second important indicator is the data from Google Trends. At the end of 2017, the popularity of Bitcoin was slightly higher. But back then it was the end of the cycle, and now it's the beginning. If in Google Trends Bitcoin can fix at the current values, the market will keep growing, and as it becomes popular, the price will rise too. And you know, you could help Bitcoin get popular too. The sooner our channel gets 10,000 subscribers, the more people are gonna find out about cryptocurrencies, so join our community and help Bitcoin rise. The third vital indicator that I'm gonna look at is the 21-week MA. The price doesn't necessarily have to move towards it right now, but in order to confirm the growth cycle, as I understand it, we have to come to it sooner or later. And then the most important thing, whether the price is gonna surge, which means going to the moon, or drop, which means the current cycle has come to an end. I still believe it's just the beginning, and we'll have a U-turn from this line and at least a fifth Elliott growth wave waiting for us. So the prices of 50,000 or even 100,000 are quite achievable this year. If anything changes, I'll let you know right away, so please leave your comments with your Bitcoin price predictions for this year and share this video with anyone who's looking at the chart and doesn't know what to do with it. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. It's the Coin Post channel. Subscribe and get enlightened.